What's up guys, it's Black and bringing you some more RA content. Raggle is finally done, Rattle is finally done, so that just means it's time to get back into those ladder games, get some more best of 11s going on, and all that kind of off-season stuff. I think we're going to have a pretty interesting game. In the bottom, in his typical purple, it's Milkman playing as France, and then in the top, somebody who I haven't seen at RA before, it's going to be Kato playing as Germany in his traditional pink. He is a pretty good TD player. I think this is the first time I've seen him in RAs, probably because TD is very quiet nowadays, so I think this is gonna actually be an interesting match because I'm not sure where exactly he lines up against Milkman and the rest of RA players. We are on Lonely Land. This is a map that I did for my map making guide, so I'm actually really interested to see how this map plays out. I have a lot of faith in this map to be good because I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, you just got your two double mine expansions. This is a little bit reminiscent of Excavation from Pink Thoth with mines in the middle that kind of total out to one mine. And then you technically have four, but it's really like 3 and almost 4 because you got a double mine here, but got 2 block stills each. So it'll be very interesting. Looks like Milkman's gone with an early year, and Kato is just pumping out a lot of rifles. Yep, he's up to 20, he's building 21, 22, so he's just totally skipping Engineer. But look like Milkman's gonna get barely away with that. Gonna probably kill that rifle right there. Could use the barrels if really wanted to. Making a big engagement right here. A nice little force fire right there from Kato. It's actually gonna barely kill that rifle. So yeah, this is a little bit different divergence in build order right now. Looks like both players are going double ref though. Just timings are pretty much equal. Milkman's a little bit ahead. Actually has a extra power plant on Kato right now. So Kato's actually a little bit behind, but no big deal at all. 5 seconds isn't going to be a big deal. 30 seconds, 20 seconds, you know, that's like when it's starting to make a deal. But Kato's going to be able to kill this oil derrick, although Milkman does have 2 rifles, might be able to chip away at some of these rifles. And Kato building even more rifles, so no early rockets, so he's fortunate that Milkman's not going with a vehicle first. At least not yet, since his war factory is not out. Looks like one of those rifles did go down for Milkman, so he's just got this one left. He's going to leave it there for now. And more rifles coming out for Kato, so he's really heavy on the rifles. This will be really bad if Milkman goes to the light tank first. Milkman's got his rockets out, so he's ready for it, but Kato is just absolutely pumping out those rifles. Maybe a little holdover from the TD there. Let's see, War Factory comes out. He's not building anything right now. There he goes, 3rd ref. No vehicle production yet. Come on, Kato, you can do it. I believe in you. This is allowing Milkman to catch up. He was a good 10-15 seconds behind on that War Factory. Still forgot about it. That's alright. I don't think I've ever seen him actually play. Oh, the Engineer goes down for Milkman. That's unfortunate. I don't think I've ever seen him play RA before, so this is probably something a little bit new for him. Maybe he's just completely broken. He can't even afford the War Factory right now because he's straight broke with no oil derrick and he's still pumping out infantry. So it's basically 3 ref and he's just delaying that War Factory. Now he's gonna start building. He's gonna be able to Ranger first, totally fine. And he's gonna have that 3rd ref out now, so he's gonna be able to, you know, build a little bit more liberally without stalling. Although both players are actually broke right now, that's kind of interesting. Milkman does have a light tank out, but there is 2 rockets now. The light tank does go down. But trading just a little bit poorly there, 2700 to 4300. The armor value is pretty close to the same, so not huge loss right there. Milkman's going to get his 4th harvester out, and Kato's also going to get his 4th harvester out, just a little bit behind. And Milkman is going for 2nd racks before the SD. Kato's just going SD first. It's actually going to be a little off. He should have at least 5 harvesters and a ranger out by the time that SD comes out, but it's okay. He's going straight into C. That's totally fine too. You're just gonna have to build more rest when you expand, and then the expansions here are relatively close. I'll be interested to see which one he goes to. This is kind of like a little bit more eco than this one is, but I think this one's a little bit closer to expand to. Be interesting to see if they try to push across, which doesn't make sense, or if they just try to probably half the map. I think splitting half the map makes more sense with this one, especially with the middle mine. And you'll kind of have a lot of base push in towards the late game if it gets there. Ranger gonna poke at something, but there is 3 medics, so they're gonna be totally fine. This church is the rallying point for everybody. Surprised it hasn't been killed yet. Just taking a little bit of damage right there. MCV is out. It's not on the move, but it's gonna be as soon as he gets that figured out. Decides which one he wants to go to. Unlike TD, it's less obvious which expansions you want to go to in TD. It's usually you have to take this one, and then you have to crawl to this one because it's just so cutthroat there. Or is a little bit more forgiving in that regard. Looks like Milkman's MCV is also out, and looks like he's also going in the same direction, so not exactly what I expected, but I guess the War Factory placement makes the most sense there. Milkman escorting his MCV, where Kato's just rallying everything to the middle. The middle is kind of important in this map, but you get, it's large enough you can fit an army there, and if you can establish a ref there, then obviously it's going to help you in the long game, because any extra eco you can get over your opponent is always good. But yeah, there's definitely a wide open flanks on this map, I think, except for, kind of chokes up here on the opposite side, and I guess kind of chokes up here too on the back side too, but the way that you can attack into this with the debris right there is a little interesting. Interesting move out for Milkman here. He's going to move and just kind of cut off this whole area, and he's got the 1 scout on the back, so he's got this side totally on lock. Now he just probably needs to move out this main MC right here, and he can pretty much do the same thing. Yep, that's exactly what Kato's doing, just moving off the main MC across. As expected, Milkman probably just going to build some more Rexes right now. He's only on 3, where Kato's on 3 too, so yeah, just a lot of rally in the middle. Look like Milkman actually might have a decent attack here, although he is going to get scouted. See if the Ranger causes a response or not. The medics are just going to soak that Ranger damage. 2 pillboxes, not target firing the rockets, unfortunately. Just chipping away at that light tank. But I mean, that's the only armor here, so once this light tank goes down, it's actually in trouble. Pillbox goes down, Harvester gets away, another pillbox comes up, and the light tank is gone. So Milkman probably could sacrifice that army for the ref. I mean, it's just going to get whittled down if he tries to retreat. Yeah, Expresses is on attack move too, so does not get a whole lot of anything there, if at all, just kind of trading away. I mean, still not terrible. He's only 4,000 behind, and assets are not terrible at all. Honestly, this is about 1,000 right here, so he's sticking with light tanks, which is kind of weird. He does have the SD and the medium tanks coming out, but he's built 5 and he had 6 light tanks, and I think, yeah, 6 light tanks is a little bit of a weirder build. Maybe just trying to go for squishes. I mean, Life Equal has been the big play recently. Kato with a really big death ball, where Milkman's kind of split up. Kato taking a really good engagement here. Let's see if the light tanks can get good crushes or not. Not really great. Only got 4. All that army go down now. This is that dangerous territory, 14,000 to 8,000. Not looking so great. Destroyed lost tab, looking really good for Kato. And he's just gonna rally back in the middle. Milkman finally transitioning fully to medium tanks. He's got enough, but not enough to deal with that in the open. Maybe with pillbox support he'd be fine. But he's gonna move his MCV, try to plug out that middle a little bit, and could be really bad timing. I don't think he can quite see that. Well, he hears it, you can kind of see it. You should know it's coming there. There he goes, he's gonna attack him, but this is a really bad angle of attack. But all of Kato's immediate tanks are going down, so that is nice. That pillbox is really good, gonna hit on the flank. Mighty Knight is totally acting up, and it was really loud there for a second. But Kato's gonna retreat, he doesn't have to, definitely can push through that. Maybe if he fixes concave, he'd be totally fine, but I still think he has enough. Although, he has 2 rockets to his name right now, so maybe not. Definitely heavy on the rifles. I guess it's probably more of a TD thing. But do you think he'd also be doing more War Factory series, playing pure TD ZX cannon spam? But as long as these medium tanks from Milkman keep falling, then he's going to trade really well here. Not so much against the pillboxes, but he's still got 3 medium tanks. Pillbox is eventually going to go down to the rifle fire, but yeah, it's taking a lot of rifles to kill that. Decent crushes there with the medium tank. Really good crushes there. Another pillbox placement that's decent. Shooting out all the loss of the rockets. Still somehow 3 medium tanks left for Kato. Now there's 2. That one's probably going to go down to a light tank. Milkman's just barely holding. That's because of the lack of rockets, but there's finally got some reinforcements coming in. Kato going to retreat once again, just as the rockets show up. And Milkman's going to retreat too. He's just kind of littering the battlefield with pillboxes. This kind of reminds me of good old 2016 happy pillbox spamming days. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pillboxes. Even Kato on the other side has got 6. So yeah, it definitely sounds like 2016 just spam pillboxes at $400. Tier 2 out for Milkman. Tier 2 also out for Kato. Looks like they were both similar timing. Maybe a little bit ahead of Kato since this is Blackhawk's building just a little bit quicker. Milkman, I guess he's gonna pull some harvesters over. Not a bad idea. He's pulling some harvesters over for the rest. That's kind of interesting. Get these ones a little bit quicker than if you would pull them all the way over there. I don't think it matters too much. Although he is completely broke now because he did pull 4 harvesters off the line at once. So maybe do it 1 at a time if you want it. And that's probably a little bit quicker than rather than just 2 all the way across. But no, he's still got a lot of ore back here too. He's gonna go ahead and attack on this right side. And Kato is really focused on this middle. I think it's because he knows Milkman's there. Milkman's taking the middle, which did not expect to happen at minute 11 in this type of game, but he does have all his ore fields, so I guess it does kind of make sense. Really good angle of attack right here. Medium tanks are in front. Quite a large rocket density there. Tier 3 out for Kato. I think his tier 2 is probably going to go down here in a second, though. Blackhawk does not get away. And there goes the tier 2. Oh, Tanya does come out. That's going to change this battle. Tier 3 does go down, but Tanya's going to have an absolute field day unless she gets crushed. But she is crawling out of the way. Just the perfect jukes on Tanya right there. It actually goes down to mostly rocket fire there. So somehow Milkman surviving way longer there than he should have. The 2 media tanks get away. Ooh, a tank in the back right there. Another tank in the back right here. So Kato doing some tank flanks. That's definitely some peak RA. Milkman's on top of the door, killing 1 tank. Looks like he may not be aware. Nope, totally aware of that one too. Sending over rockets and medium tank. There's a pillbox just going to chip away at Kato. He kills it. He's got the Blackhawk support. Probably could go ahead and clear this if he really wants to. Milkman does not have a whole lot of army right now at all. 1,700, 2,000. I don't know where all of it is. I guess it's all right there. But Kato decides to back up. Ooh, this tank in the back still here. Definitely gonna get that harvester. Man, Milk Player's completely broke right now. And Milkman's just probably gonna edge it out a little bit, but Kato has a lot of unharvested ore, and I think that's probably the difference maker. Though Milkman did lose his harvester back here, and that's gonna regrow really quickly. Yeah, their income is pretty on par, but their earned is definitely ahead of Milkman, and I don't think that's just the middle. I think it's just more efficiently harvesting everything. It's going to be a good angle of attack. The medium tank gets in front. Probably going to get at least 1 harv though. Kato's probably going to death ball and respond with everything. It's Blackhawks versus Blackhawks. Would love to see some longbow action. Nice pullback there from Milkman, just chipping away. He knows he can't deal with that, especially with the vision of the Blackhawks. Do like this that he is base switching here. He's going to slowly crawl up and deny this eco from Kato, and that's going to be big in the long run. Tier 3 is back out too, and a minute 13 engineer. You don't see that too often. Unfortunately, it gets killed, and Tanya pops out just in time for the Blackhawks to kill her. Don't think they have enough ammo left. Barely does not. Milkman once again going to attack on the right side. See if you can kill the harvesters this time. They're kind of along the way. Might get the radar as a consolation prize. Unfortunately, those Blackhawks just absolutely demolishing all that infantry, but medium tanks do get the final shot on that radar dome. Oh man, this harvester down here. 2 about to die. This medium tank doing absolute work. And these medium tanks probably not going to get the same effect. There goes 2. There goes 3. Already at 2. Medium tank might actually lose a 4th if he's not paying attention. Medium tank just kind of buying time for this one. I don't think they're going to get anything. That medium tank still chipping away. Milkman has a rally back here. Looks like he recognized he lost a harv, but he does not stick on top of that medium tank. Medium tank's going to drive all the way through and then straight through the middle. That's a bold choice. Oh, good sniping on all the rockets there. Medium tank does get that harvester, so that's at least 5 medium or harvesters down for that tank. That's really impressive. medium tank's gonna say hello to a rocket. And Kato gonna attack here, but right into 3 pillboxes, and then his tanks are not in good position. Good target fire there from the Blackhawks, or the rocket soldier on the Blackhawks. Although that crash takes a lot of the rockets, doesn't matter. Another pillbox comes down, that attack's thwarted. Kato's attacking on this side at the same time, though. And Milkman does not have enough to respond to this, I don't think. Although these pillboxes are slowly gonna do a lot of work. Once again, very light on the rockets, just 1 left. Pretty much relying on the pillbox or the medium tanks there. Oh, and he stopped attacking just at the wrong time. I mean, the good side is he's only losing rifles, so that's not as expensive as rockets at all. That 1 vetted tank's just still down there. 3 more Vini tanks over here, but there's a turret this time, so they're definitely gonna get pushed away. And unfortunately, these 2 medium tanks are gonna die just to a bunch of rifles. Yeah, this is quite an interesting game, actually. I did not expect it to go for 16 minutes. The Vet 2 medium tank gonna go some weird pathing to see if he can pick up a harvester right here, but Milkman is down to just 4 harvesters, and he is completely broke. His income is probably absolutely in turmoil. Oh yeah, down to 5,000. It's continuously dropping, although, once again, Kato not that much better right now. He's on 5 harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 over here. I mean, he's got so much ore that it's actually gonna be a little bit quicker for him. That's probably why he's just over 1,000 up, but Milkman definitely in a little bit of trouble. Sending over a Blackhawk here to look for the medium tank, and it probably is gonna miss it. And just as this harvester comes back on live, I wonder if that medium tank will end up getting it. It'd be really cool to see an elite medium tank just from killing harvesters, but I also feel very bad for Milkman if that's what happened. Kill some scouts here with Blackhawks, always smart. Kato rotating his death ball to the left side this time. I'm not sure why, maybe he's staging for an attack here. Milkman never really got the base push going here, though. It's just kind of stalled it right there, but maybe that's just because this map tends to be a little bit more lower eco. This Blackhawk eventually going to find this medium tank, actually, but will the medium tank get another harvester before? I think it will, unless Milkman is paying attention. But it looks like he is paying attention this time. See if Kato is smart and pulls it away or not. We'll have to see. 2 riflemen, it's not going to matter to that medium tank, though. But he does pull it away and goes right back here. I like to see that. Would love to see some artillery or some tier 3 from Milkman, but Kato's going to go ahead and push here. Got more rockets this time, but Milkman's kind of in a really dangerous position right here. He's going to have a really good angle of attack. His army really needs to get into the fight. A lot of medium tanks already going down. Ooh, really good crushes, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. That 1 medium tank crushed at least 12. And that really made the difference there. I mean, I think Milkman was going to win anyways, but he was definitely going to lose a lot more than he had to without those medium tank crushes. Good turret there from Kato, just going to deny that harvester from Milkman. Do see some artillery coming outside. It's good to see, too. Milkman's got some Hinds over here, but there is an AA gun now. Yeah, this is... I did not expect this kind of crazy game to happen between these 2 players. Looks like Milkman is aware of that medium tank. That's unfortunate. Artillery going to start shelling this position. Milkman's going to attack, but I don't think this is a good attack at all. That artillery is perfectly hidden behind the tree, but he sees it anyways. Snipes out all the rockets again. That's really good. Now there's no more armor, and there is a bunch of anti-infantry stuff right there. 1 more tank coming in to the side. Just in time for Kato's 1 tank to go down, but he does not have enough to deal with all this. Turret is on the tank. Oh, poor Blackhawk gonna go down. And it looks like the medium tank from Kato did go down. That's unfortunate. No elite medium tank for you this time. Blackhawk needs to be sent back. It is a bad breath would send it to the ground. But he does snipe out all but 1 of the rockets. Come on, Milkman, you still got ammo? Looks like Kato's focused on the medium tank, or the turret right there. Gets all the rockets now. 2 more coming up here. Oh, just in time for that rocket to shoot. And down goes the Blackhawk. And down goes the medium tank. Milkman now lighter on the rockets. Only 4 left there. Or 5, rather. But that tank is kind of useless. That pillbox would be really good, though. Get at least 1 more. Yep. Almost pays for itself. 400 out of 600. There comes the Blackhawks once again. Milkman has quite a bit of them. You could go snipe a ore factory, radar easily, or you could just thin out the entire army right here, which is really smart. That army value swung heavily in his favor now, and he's even trading better. I don't think it's all his Blackhawk usage and the lack of rockets from Kato. These tanks are trading so much better than they should just because of the light rocket count. I guess it's just a really bad day to be a rocket man. Harvesters are 5 and 5. I don't know where Milkman's harvesters are. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this field's pretty much fully regrown. This field's almost fully regrown. Milkman still stalling somehow. This is crazy. 20 minutes into this game. No artillery for Milkman. No tier 3 for Milkman. Tier 3 would definitely be pretty big right now for either player. Just have that GPS, get the Tanya. Radar jammers would be really good. Longbows would be absolutely phenomenal, since there is 5 Blackhawks, and that is easy prey for a longbow, especially without radar jammer support. Even just artillery to get rid of some of these defenses and start shelling these bases, but yeah, Milkman needs to re-establish Miko, and I think he'll be okay. He's already in kind of a commanding situation. Oh, the tech center just gets canceled as that radar dome dies. That's unfortunate. Advanced power plant gonna die too. And no rockets out for Kato. Probably just needs to power that down. Perfect. Still barely 50 power pretty much in the hole. Honestly, it's probably... Oh, he doesn't have 4K flip. I was going to say, being low power probably helps him with this late in the game. So slow eco. Milkman gonna attack on the right side, but he has 1 rocket. That's not a recipe for a good attack here. This will probably be defended just by the turret and a few pillboxes scattered around here, but Milkman does pull back. That's probably a smart idea. Was not going to get much there, especially with the reinforcement death ball coming from the left side. Looks like he is fixing his eco. That's really good to see. Probably just place Strife here and Soldier to get there. Totally makes sense. I mean, there's no reason to move this MC if it's not under threat. Yeah, once he gets this eco reestablished, I think he'll probably have a huge surge and probably be able to push through Kato. Kato go back to tier 2. Milkman still sticking on tier 2. Tier 3, like I said, would be absolutely huge. And he's got 7 Blackhawks right now. Gonna have 8. It's starting to look like a Creo game. It's just massive amounts of Blackhawks, but we're not really using them efficiently. I mean, there's only 1 AA gun right now, and, you know, continuously sniping the power would be really good, or just killing that war factory would be really good. Kill the radar dome again if he sees it. Looks like he's gonna go in for a hunt right now. Oh, he's gonna go for the power. Okay, does put him low power, so that AA gun's not gonna be a factor. So this is actually not bad at all. Preferred if he went for the war factory. I think that's probably a better target, but power's not bad either. Gonna put him a little over 200 in the hole. Not enough for the SD, unfortunately. But on the refill, they'll definitely have enough. 2 helipads, probably a little small. 1 more would be really good. But that's also, you know, bleeding your queues too. And something that's really hard to do macro sense is to understand when you need to cut production from something or just downsize your production. You know, having 7 racks is 4 helipads and 2 war factories is way too much to spend for late game. You should probably cut down to like 4 racks and stuff like that. You'll just spend a little bit more efficiently. Something that I don't think anybody in this game is really good at, and it definitely is a factor in the late game. I like this from Milkman. He's going to try to leech that ore, but there is still a turret there, although it's actually out of the most of the ore's range, so he's going to get at least 1 or 2 harv loads, I think. No AA or artillery from Kato right now. That actually be really important right now, but there's that AA gun, and there is 8 Blackhawks, so we'll have to see how this goes for him. Just barely outside that range. Oh, here comes another one though. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Barely gets the 4th one away. Did not even kill the radar. That was not worth it. Just needs some more medium tanks, and he could totally push through this place right now since Kato is finally splitting up. Unfortunately, the 1 rocket for Kato does go down, so it's just a pillbox. Crapshoot. Pillboxes love to see this. Pillbox is absolutely just doing a number right now. Even 3 pillboxes against medium tanks are quite effective. Milkman gonna push in here, and oh no, he's losing all the rockets again. That's unfortunate. Oh, turret goes down. This is gonna be so costly for Milkman. These Blackhawks can't come help because they're that AA gun in the back. Yeah, he's losing an entire armor at that. This is gonna be huge. Army is now back to even in army value. That's intense. Kato gonna push on this side, but Milkman really good at sniping all the rockets out. One more rocket doesn't lose a single Blackhawk there. And once again, Kato is reduced down to one single rocket. I don't think I've ever seen a game that's been so anti-rockets. It's crazy. Yeah, this Blackhawk should be repaired. Turret here would be really good for Milkman, just kind of deny this from Kato. He's had this the entire game, so he's been up one mine basically, but he also hasn't had this the entire game either. Although now he has so many harvesters, so he's finally got his eco back in total working order. He's going to say no to tank raids unless he completely misses it again and gets another vet 2 just off 4 harvesters. But he's just, you know, doing his best. See what the Blackhawk count is actually at. Still up at 8. Still no tier 3 for Milkman. He's finally building it. Thank you. I was gonna say, if you never built tier 3 this game, that'd be a big mistake. You 100% need tier 3. If you don't have it, like, there's no reason not to have it, especially in a game around 26 minutes. Just the Raider jammers. I mean, your France of phase transport and Tanya would be really good. There's a lot of unprotected spots since Kato only has 1 MC. I don't know what happened to the second MC. Maybe it got sniped by the Blackhawks and I missed it, but yeah, 1 MCV left right now. That's prime real estate for Tanya to just go do some background shenanigans. And still no rockets for Kato. He really hates them, and Milkman especially hates them with his Blackhawks. Radar is back up again, or maybe it was just power plant that went down. But he's finally gonna kill that war factory, I think. Nope. Yep, there he goes. Might be able to get the SD too. I think he's just gonna be short. Oh no, the A gun perfectly placed. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes. Such a good A gun right there, and instantly sells it off. And that got so much value. 4 Blackhawks were pretty much free. I mean, he did lose the war factory, but definitely. See our first longbow out too. That's gonna be able to hunt down the Blackhawks. That's gonna be really good. Artillery penetration from Milkman. That's gonna be really good too. I hear Milkman's Tanya maybe, because I don't see Kato's Tanya. Yep, Milkman's Tanya right there. Oh, Blackhawk going down to the longbow. That's really good. He's gonna get along 2 artillery too. Yeah, longbows are so good. In an allied mirror, they're absolutely necessary. I mean, it's the only mobile anti-air unit that allies have. I mean, yeah, this is really good with that big range and everything, but it needs vision, and like it can't respond, and Blackhawks cannot outrun the longbow, so you can just totally run down, get instant vengeance, and they're so good. Can kill medium tanks, can kill harvesters. That AA gun, get in Blackhawk, kills the barrels. Still 6 more. Yeah, Milkman's poking for an engagement right here, and it'll be really good because there's once again no rockets there, but just needs really good concave. Keep those medium tanks in front. I'm gonna get 1, 2. Nope, backs away. Totally get that second one if you really wanted to. Milkman's gonna go and engage, and looks like Kato actually might collapse, would be really good for him. But there is Tanya here. That could be such a huge game changer. Now she's in the perfect position. Blackhawks are in a great position. Kato's got his own Blackhawk trying to kill the Tanya, but Milkman just retreated away, sacrificed some medium tanks to keep him away. So artillery was shooting at something. Probably something died in the fog. But yeah, that longbow already up to veteran C1. GPS is ready. GPS is ready almost for Milkman too. Milkman's once again gonna try. He's got back to light tanks. I wonder why. That Blackhawk goes down, so Tanya's nice and safe. Oh, this could be really bad for Kato. He needs to stop moving Tanya and just let her fire. Shaves off so much rifles there. Surprised she's not veteran C1 yet. But Kato does have a Blackhawk accidentally force fires. Yeah, I'm not sure what these light tank transitions for Milkman is. That's kind of weird. Mediums would absolutely be better in this scenario, or just like, I guess Raider jammers would be terrible because Kato has no Raider jammers, but I mean, at least kill the artillery. That's what it's good for. Oh, Tanya goes down. The artillery are not targeting, or the light tanks aren't targeting the artillery. Still aren't targeting. 2 goes down. Last one finally going down. Lands the longbow. You don't see that too often. Oh, that artillery gonna have absolutely field day for both sides. Kato's artillery doing God's work right now. Milkman once again attacking this with 0 armor, not great. Tanya pops back out. That could be really good as long as she doesn't get sniped by the Tanya or the artillery. Here she goes. Oh, but the artillery shells are getting close to her. Already veteran 1. All Milkman's rifles and Tanya. Still alive. Gets killed by the tanks. Those artillery. Vets 3 and Vet 2 just because of all that. The Milkman has so many more Blackhawks. Gun might be in range a little bit though. But it's a really good angle. Gonna kill all the rifles. Oh, get the Blackhawks out. Still was probably worth changing out too. Should not have gone back in. Loses 2 more for an artillery. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. But originally, totally fine. Killed like 3 artillery, bunch of rifles. Milkman's sticking with the light tanks, and it's puzzling me. I mean, what would you really want light tanks for? I guess quick rushes would be really good. Maybe backline harass with a chronosphere, but unfortunately we don't have a chronosphere coming. Milkman once again broke. GPS goes up for him. You can totally see where Kato's army is, so if he does want to move the light tanks on a flanking thing, it's now. Although, I guess Kato's GPS is active too, so he should be able to see. Gonna snap out a harvester here? No, he's just gonna find an artillery for free. CCA gun, don't do it, don't do it. Gonna get 1 more. Pays for the longbow, but did kill an artillery and a Blackhawk, so I guess it paid for itself. Still not great to lose though. His army value's looking kind of shy here. Somehow he's swung back ahead and destroyed last tab again. This is such a crazy game. 32 minutes in. Milkman is building a nuke, so we actually might see a nuke here. And he's going to rotate to the right. Kato still has GPS active, I think. Nope, his GPS just went offline, but I think he probably saw it before. We got a Raider Jammer out from Kato, so that's nice to see. I mean, if Milkman's not building Raider Jammers, then Chrono Tanks are really good. I mean, you could Chrono onto the Tanya and crush them. Chrono Tanks would absolutely destroy light tanks, even though light tanks would be good for the light armor there. It's just the rockets would be way too much. And Kato's lack of rockets themselves would probably make Chrono Tanks a little bit better in that regard. His own Tanya would also be really good, but he built her once and then I think she died rather quickly. Dodged all the medium tanks right here, and that was the last time we saw her. I'm going to get at least 2 right here. There goes 1. Yeah, as you can see, these cannot run at all, and they're just pretty much free kills as soon as the longbow gets in range. The only thing they can save is another longbow or just an AA gun. Milk is down, so we are now on a 9-minute time limit. Once again, Milkman's going to attack here. AA gun kills that. Tanya's going to have a great field day here, but the Raider Jammer is going to do a lot of work. Tanya goes down to the Blackhawk. The rockets cannot target that Blackhawk. Although somehow they managed to do it anyways. They said, fuck you. We're killing the Blackhawk. Yeah, that could go on a lot without sniping that Tanya. But Milkman's forced to retreat there. Longbow's coming around, just say hi. 2 longbows. Could probably snipe out some of those light tanks if he's careful about it, but it's also really hard. Milkman somehow low power. Probably just an AA gun. Just power it down. Rebuild it. Kato completely broke. He's on 4 harvesters again, so I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe he's always been 4 harvesters, I just haven't paid attention. But he's going to snipe out Milkman's harvesters right there. That's really good. Get. Milkman still had this middle since, what, minute 13, I think, and never got pushed back, so that's actually probably paying huge dividends in the total earned. It's only 30k more, but, you know, that's quite a big difference in this type of game where both players have been broke for a long time, especially when Kato's been denied this side for a long time too. So he's really behind in the eco department. It's that and it's that, since somehow this oil derrick not claimed, but Kato does have this one. And this oil derrick never got claimed either, so that's kind of crazy. Milkman once again still sticking to the light tanks, and he's not even on double war factory, so it's quite puzzling. Artillery's coming out. Do you like that though? It's gonna lay some nice siege here, and we thought the pillbox line was bad before, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's that's amazing actually. It's like the whole magnet line between France. I mean, he is playing as France, so he's just very thematic. Second war factor finally coming out for Milkman at minute 35. Oh, 3 longbows right here. Gonna get absolutely at least one. Oh no, the back off. Probably get back off. That A gun's still there, and he's well aware of it. But he's gonna get a Harvester 2 as a consolation prize. I think they got enough. Yeah, they definitely do. But will the Harvester get away? Looks like it might. Wow, they actually did not have enough. I totally thought they did. They were 1 rocket short. Milkman gonna move his MCV back up. Better protect there. Probably gonna pop an A gun down and totally save that. Looks like he came over here to pop an A gun down. That's totally smart. His flank way up here, but amazingly, Kato has a scout there, so he'll probably be aware of it. And once again, the defensive line just totally ruined on this left side. Kato is smart. He just put an artillery right here. Blackhawk like right there. Just set it on, attack anything, and just let it do its work. Scout does go down, see if Kato reacts. Yeah, looks like he is moderately aware of it. Just sending over some rifles in the longbows right now. Milkman decided to kill the oil at 36 minutes in. That's another new one. Tanya comes out for Kato. That'll be really good. Milkman, are you building? You are building longbows. Thank you. If we had another Creo situation here, I don't think I could take it. Longbows are... I just can't talk about them enough. They're so good. They're definitely one of my favorite units to use too, because they're so fun. They're pretty much good against everything except for infantry, and even then, if you have them enough, they'll get through infantry. Looks like Kato is hearing me through the past, getting an artillery attack there, but then of course instantly moves it away. Yeah, Milkman, he's gonna have a good attack here just because there's 0 rockets, and the longbows are not gonna be able to deal with that many light tanks. But 2 light tanks already down. 3rd one goes down. 4th one goes down. Oh, not target firing the stuff there properly. And suddenly this is going very bad for Milkman. That A gun killing 2 Blackhawks. Kato just absolutely holds on by the skin of his teeth right there. 127 rifles and 4 rockets. These nuke is at just under 5 minutes, so we're getting closer to that. Right here would be an absolute brutal spot to nuke. But Milkman's attack over here finally cleaned up. Did lose a Harvester, which is not great. Puts him down to 3 Harvesters to Milkman's 10. Kato absolutely needs to re-expand his eco. Rebuild another MC2 since it's only on 1. But he's just building Harvesters out of the war factory. I guess that's okay. Loses another one over here, so now he's down to 2 Harvesters. That's kind of brutal. Needs to fix that rally point a little bit. Looks like Milkman's going to be the first one to actually start engaging into this defensive line. Could all come down to this. A nuke right here, pushes his army away. Milkman comes in. Something like that's going to happen. We're going to have longbow versus longbow. Who's going to win? First longbow goes down. Oh, Milkman accidentally move order. Had an A-gun coming in clutch. Kato wins. Here we go. We're going to have a push. See, Tanya's leading the charge. Oh, she's doing so much work too. Gets a whole bunch. She's still alive, but Milkman's got so much artillery right there. Absolutely brutal on these rifles. A turret into your face gets almost instantly popped. Oh, but Tanya, she's in such a great spot. Milkman is wasted so much. I think Milkman's own Tanya just got sniped there too from an artillery shell, so that could not have gone poor for Milkman right there. Nothing happened on the right side. It's all right here. Gonna go back to the power. 3 minutes left on that nuke. See how good the target fire is with the Blackhawks. He's targeting the buildings. He needs to be looking for these artillery pieces. Raider Jammer out for Milkman for all 0 of Kato's rockets, but it will be good for the Blackhawks or the longbows. But I think Kato is just slowly getting whittled away here. He needs to get his artillery off the buildings. Milkman's got another Tanya back in the mix. And she's slowly getting her money's worth. Medium tank gonna go down to the longbows. The Blackhawk's probably gonna be able to find Tanya, or at least the artillery. He could snipe out all those rockets too if he really wanted. Oh, the A guns come in clutch, kill the Blackhawk. We're now down to 2 minutes left. I think this could end with a nuke, and I think that'd be a very fitting end to this game. Milkman, artillery, efficiency 3. Maiko, elite with this kill on the A gun. Haven't seen an elite artillery in a long time. That'd be really cool to see. Any elite unit besides like a rifle or rocket's really cool to see, but unfortunately does not have the experience yet. How about now? He's gonna get a great shot there. How about the second shot? That one's better. Might get some rifles in retreat. Unfortunately, it's gonna go down to the longbows. Oh, and the vet true longbow goes down. Very unfortunate. Kato's Tanya is back out on the field. Milkman's Tanya is still back on the field. Looks like he's going to rotate to the right side since it's like these two are perfectly mirroring each other at all times. Kato's 1 MCV is still alive, half health. Good control there, keeping the Blackhawks back. Oh, but the artillery instantly kills the Tanya. That's a huge hit. And with that, Kato calls the GG. Unfortunately, 1 minute left on the nuke. We don't get to see it. But that was a really good game, really entertaining. Just kind of a slow crawl forward for Milkman that entire time. Made some questionable decisions with those light tanks, but his experience in ORA definitely pulled through. Would love to see Kato play some ORA because I know he's a really good player, and I think once he gets a whole understanding of everything, he'd definitely be a threat to some of the top players in ORA right now. Or, you know, people in ORA could always come and play some TD since that's still a possibility too, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that was a good game. I enjoyed it. And with that said, I'll see y'all next time.